Welcome, Joyage. In today's video, we'll be covering CATS NFT. This is one of the big OG blue chip projects that everyone raves about, so I'm really excited to cover this project, and I know. Not bad, not a bad start. We've got plenty of work to do, but the studio is going to be rehauled and revamped. So if you're following me on Twitter, you could have chosen this video, actually. I do kind of like a DAO voting system for a lot of my YouTube videos, so I was torn between CATS and Bears Deluxe. I let you guys decide for me. In our last Brutally Honest review video, we covered Subducks, and our next one will probably be decided in the Discord, so link for that in the description below. Guys, the channel's coming up on 2,000 subscribers. We literally just hit 1,000. Like, we just hit 1,000. What the fuck? Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you've been loving all the consistent uploads, we've literally gone, I mean, I'm uploading at least 10 videos a week. We're taking over. I mean, it's so obvious to me. We're gonna be the biggest NFT crypto channel on the entire interweb, likely the biggest YouTube channel in the world. And if you're watching this video right now, give yourself a pat on the back, because these kind of videos, the reviews, the strategy videos, this is how you're going to make it in NFT world. And as you guys know, my goal is to instill the knowledge and confidence it takes to navigate this metaverse on your own one day. So if you're excited about that, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, bell notification on, and let's get into it. So we got the CATS on OpenSea right here. We have 58,000 Ethereum traded, 7.95 floor price, 5,000 owners, 9.9 thousand items. This is what they look like. A very, very iconic NFT. Honestly, if you're in NFT world and haven't seen this, I would probably question as to how that's even possible. This is one of the biggest NFT projects, bar none. As far as their activity, they're selling like hotcakes 24/7 all the time. I don't know how, because this shit's expensive as fuck, but people are buying them. They had a really strong start. They stayed at a 0.2, 0.5. They got up to over 1 very early. And they maintained that shit for a long time, though, the 0.5 to 1 region. And then they kind of climbed and climbed and climbed. Where they got to that parabolic run of like having a floor price of averaging like 10 to 20 Ethereum, something crazy like that. Since then, they've had quite a big correction, all the way down to like as low as 5, I think, 5 to 7. So if you're looking to get into CATS, anywhere probably between the 5 and 7 Ethereum range for floor is going to be a great opportunity for you. And if you're patient enough, just wait till the fucking market crashes, then get in some CATS real cheap. So this is the CATS Twitter account, 68.7 thousand followers. Definitely one of the bigger social media brands. A lot of the reasons I've been talking about for weeks with you guys, they're doing most of them, and there's no question in my mind as to why they're one of the top blue chip NFT projects. And I came in pessimistic as fuck. You guys know how I do with blue chip projects. I come in really pessimistic. I try and find holes in their armor, and we're gonna do our best today. So on their Twitter account, they're super fucking active. They've been doing like some in real life stuff. This is so fun. I love this. You guys know how much of a big fan I am. Doodles did this back in New York City. We had Bored Ape Yacht Club do this. I'm a huge fan of in real life meetups. You got to do it. So they do a ton of work on the long-term branding side, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of. So right here, they have lore, and I fucking love lore. I love anything that creates storyline, gameplay, gets your emotions in it. When you get emotionally invested in anything, you start to care more, and you put your money where that is too. So the projects that are focusing on this, putting actual money, actual, you know, a real artist, hiring them to actually make this work, get people involved, draw people in. If you're an NFT project, you're an NFT creator, an author, an artist, a music, but like, draw your people in. That's how you build brand, get people to love you, and then they say, hey, I want to be part of your project. This is happening in El Salvador. Some artist came up and painted this shit. This is fucking awesome. And I'm sure some of you guys are looking at this art saying, you know, this isn't that crazy. But the thing is, this came out before all the other projects. When you see all these new projects and say, look at they have all these things, Well, they had all these projects like CATS to look at first, to do all the problems and mess up and do all the things. And so to have a project with this like cool iconic art so early is a huge reason that they're still like, you know, they've maintained a really high floor and people fuck with their project so much. Just randomly on their Twitter account doing a Crocs and CATS thing. Look, when you have the right artwork, when you have the right brand work, these things are very possible. I have no idea if this is real, but this is just kind of funny. So in their Discord, they have a bunch of collaborative NFT projects. They do like some kind of airdrop token thing to holders, fun things like that you can also buy in the secondary. We talked a lot about brand, vision, and shit like that. And the reason I talk about that, and especially with these established projects, is because if you're not prioritizing these things, you're not going to make it. These are the things that are important. It's not staking. It's not a video game coming next week. It's not the stupid shit that you see on roadmaps, right? That's not what's really important here. When you're looking at a project looking to become a brand over years, I keep saying in all my interviews, Simpsons is not built in 5 months. Simpsons is built in 20 fucking years. That's how a brand is built, and you have to have that mindset going into it. And if you don't, you're gonna fizzle out in a couple months or a couple years, and then everyone's money's gone. So I don't give a shit if you don't think I'm covering the right important stuff. I'm looking out for long-term shit. And if you're in NFT world to make a quick buck, good luck, because it's way fucking harder than you think. It's just like Gary Vee talks about, Internet 99. There's only one Amazon and fucking Google that came out of that, right? And likewise, the NFTs, only a handful are gonna make it out of here. The rest are gonna go to fucking zero, and then you're gonna wish you'd been watching videos like this. So props to you for being here. As I've been talking about in all my NFT reviews, having Twitch channels, YouTube channels is a fucking must. A fucking must. They've got a Twitch channel. They do fucking Twitches. They do streams. This is amazing. They have a YouTube channel, and they have the artists doing like how to actually, I'm literally going to watch this because this is something interesting to me, but creating a character like a cool cat from scratch. They're showing you like step by step in Photoshop. I'm literally going to do this right after this video. This is so fun. I love it. This is exactly what you want to see from an NFT brand, especially one that already had success and has done so well pivoting throughout the summer, staying relevant. How the hell do you stay relevant? Cool Cats has been cemented. Why? How? Because of shit like this. And when you prioritize brand, you get shit like this. Time Magazine wants to collab with Cool Cats. That's the kind of things that can happen when you stay patient, when you put real work in, and you focus on brand. And you actually have to have a good everything. You have to have everything, like everything else has to check out, of course. There's only one Cool Cats. It's not like if you just focus on brand, you're going to make it immediately. But they've been spending the last 5 months doing this. They've got their merch, which is cool. This is an example of merch that I would buy. Very simplistic, cool, straight to the point. You get it. Cool Cats, awesome. It's not expensive. Here's their main website. When you first get here, you're not really clear what to do here. So typically when I have a situation like this, like Creature World, where it's just like, what do I do? I try and find something like this, and you go to the top right corner, and this is where you can find everything. So they have a gallery, they have a banner builder. The banner builder is cool. So if you click one of these Cool Cats, they pop up here. You have a background, you can make one in like 5 seconds, guys. This is dope. I can make my thumbnail right here. This is funny. So I've got that new website launch, the banner builder. Really, really cool. They have the launch of Creatures, which is an eggs and evolutions staking / breeding thing that I'll get into in a second. They're looking to gamify some of the creatures, do a DAO, fractures, pretty standard stuff. So nothing crazy for the roadmap, but again, that's just not important when you're building brand, guys. It takes time, it takes months, it takes years. So in my Discord, I haven't asked me anything, AMA channel, you guys can ask me any questions about NFTs or non-NFT related. One Mustard Grain, hey man, he says, as someone who's in the NFT space day in and day out, what helps you stay motivated? For me, it's not about making money anymore. It was in the beginning, and I realized that's just way too fucking hard. And so I want to just be in the NFT world. I want to just know what's going on. I want to be at the forefront. This is the very first thing in my entire fucking life. I haven't been late. We're so early. We're almost too early. That's how early we're. We're almost too early. That if you don't have the correct mindset for 5-10 year future, you're not going to make it. I happen to have always had a broad macro level perspective of things. So the way I look at NFTs is just, I'm paying to play, guys. I'm paying to learn. That's what I do. I don't look at my money in NFTs as investments. It is pure speculation and just trial and error. I feel like I'm in a casino and I have casino money. But what makes me motivated is my Joyage brand. I know we're going to be the biggest NFT brand in the entire metaverse. It's not a question of if, it is a question of when. So if you want to have a chance to be featured on the YouTube channel, pop in my Discord, ask me a question. So the Cool Pets that I mentioned earlier is kind of their like 2nd generation NFT project. This is like a companion thing. A lot of projects that have done this. This is more for people who are already holding Cool Cats and want to just expand, be more part of the brand, get more into it, get more emotionally involved. But you have to have some type of utility, some type of functionality in their ecosystem of Cool Cats for it to actually work. So here's what they're doing. You get an egg, and you can get that just by holding a cat. And having an egg isn't enough to actually use it. You actually have to use items to interact with your egg. And these are the things that kind of, and as I said in all my videos, guys, the gaming utility, the functionality system, ecosystem, that's where the NFT projects are headed. You can see this is a standard PFP project headed in this fucking direction. I said this like a month ago. So if you've been watching my videos, you know this is the direction that NFT projects are going, and Cool Cats are no exception to this. And the way you can hatch your egg is by purchasing items using gold directly on OpenSea, so you can purchase these chests. It's a really cool thing. This is something I haven't seen from, I don't think, any other project. And through quests or something, you can earn milk and gold, and they all kind of feed each other, and they all create an ecosystem that works. And look, again, none of this will work if the brand of Cool Cats doesn't stay strong. This is basically saying, since Cool Cats is doing amazing, these things will work because there's enough support here to make it work. But again, support isn't always enough. You do need to increase value for your holders. And so I'm very interested to see what kind of like amazing benefits that Cool Cats comes up with in the future. They've also got some huge NFT partnerships coming up that come if you have an egg. Deadfellas, CyberKongs, World of Women, Ether Orcs. These are big projects, guys. And when you have a big, strong project like Cool Cats where they've worked on brand and people respect them, other companies want to work with them. So here's the whole team. I clicked on everybody. I'm not going to go through all of them because honestly, it just wastes so much time. 95% of them are extremely active on Twitter. They're all doing the right things. They're all doing the company as a whole, the project as a whole is doing an excellent job working on branding long term. I'm just editing this video right now and I just realized I left this out. If there are any Cool Cats developers or team members that want to do a long form piece of content, do a podcast together, an interview, I've already interviewed the co-founder of Doodles, Boonji Project, we just did Feudals, we're doing coin games soon. Shoot me a message on Twitter and let's set it up. Or if there's something you want to see, tag them on Twitter, let's make this happen. The one thing I would like to see more of is definitely them to hire an animator, video animator, and start getting a fucking show going. Get a fucking animation show, something like Caillou. I just see some kind of cartoon movie slash thing going. Just get it started, guys. Get it started. Get a beta version out. Let people play around with it. Get excited. The brand is cemented. People know what Cool Cats are. People want to be part of Cool Cats. You don't have to worry about that anymore. At this point, it's about fostering the community you already have and growing what you've already built, rather than trying to branch off and do all these new different shit, you know? So I want to see way more work on their YouTube channel, way more on their Twitch, way more on Instagram. I want them to start prioritizing this shit. I'm going to be talking about this so much. You're going to get so annoyed because this is all I'm going to fucking talk about for the next couple months. So if you enjoyed yourself, if you learned anything from this video, smash like on this video, guys. It only takes 1 second. It's a really easy, free way to support the channel. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll never tell you to buy a project or not to buy a project. I just lay out all the facts, all the things you're doing well, things they need to work on, and that's what these brutally honest reviews are for. I try and stay as unbiased as possible, but sometimes when a project does most things right, it's really hard to sound unbiased, if that makes sense. Anyways, guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Discord so you can participate in the upcoming videos. I want to know what you guys want me to review next. And until next time, continue on your Joyage, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video.